안녕하세요. 여보세요입니다. 감사합니다. Twice, cheer up. I already know that this is going to be just one of those classic Twice type of tracks, just based off of the credits for who wrote it and who produced it and stuff. This is another, like Ua, TT. This is one of those songs, So let's go ahead and check this one out. We got some catching up to do before the concert, before the tour. Now that I know the window of time that I'm working with, you know what I mean? Because before it was like I didn't even know there was going to be a tour, right? Before it got announced, it was just a guess. Like, I think maybe they'll have one. And then as far as like when the dates were actually going to be, I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like, and now that all of this has happened and all these things have dropped, it's just like, oh my goodness. It's still a little ways away. There's still time, but it's going to go by very, very quickly. That's the thing. So it's already hard to keep up, you know what I mean? It's just so much. It's the year of Twice. 2023 is definitely the year of Twice. So let's go ahead and check out Cheer Up, another one of these. I know it's like a classic staple Twice song.
날리는 벨벨벨 이젠 나를 배려해줘 배터리 낭비하기는 싫어 자꾸만 봐 전화가 펑 터질 것만 같아 몰라 숨도 못 쉰대 나 때문에 힘들어 심장이 떨어지네 왜 그렇게 말해나 너무 예쁘대 자랑하는 건 아니고 약간은 못 받아서 미안해 친구를 만나느라 샤샤샤 만나긴 좀 그렇고 미안해 좀 이따 연락할게 later 조르지마 할만하지 않아 부르게 해줄게 baby 아직은 좀 일러 내 맘 듣긴 일러 하지만 더 보여줄래 Shut up baby 좀 더 힘을 내 여자가 쉽게 마음을 주면 안 돼 그래야 네가 날 더 좋아하게 될걸 태연하게 연기할래 아무렇지 않게 내가 널 좋아하는 막 모르게 Just get together and then baby turn up I need you 안절부절 목소리가 여기까지 들려 땀에 젖은 전화기가 여기서도 보여 바로 대답하는 것도 매력 없어 메시지만 읽고 확인 안 하는 건 기본 너무 심이 나보 이러다가 지칠까봐 걱정되긴 하고 안 그럼 내가 더 빠질 것만 같아 답장을 못해줬어 미안해 친구를 만나느라 샤샤샤 만나긴 좀 그렇고 미안해 좀 이따 연락할게 later 조르지마 어디 가지 않아 헤어질게 너의 baby 너무 빨리 싫어 성의를 더 보여 내가 널 기다려줄게 Shut up baby 좀 더 힘을 내 여자가 쉽게 마음을 주면 안 돼 그래야 네가 날 더 좋아하게 될걸 태연하게 연기할래 아무렇지 않게 내가 널 좋아하는 막 모르게 Just get together and then baby turn up 나도 네가 좋아 상처 입을까봐 걱정되지만 여자니까 이해해주길 속마음 들킬까봐 고민아 지금처럼 조금만 더 다가와 그리 오래 걸리진 않아 Just get together and then baby turn up Yeah real man Yeah gotta see you love me like a real man Real man Yeah real man Yeah gotta see you love me like a real man Shut up baby 좀 더 아무렇지 않게 내가 널 좋아하는 맘 모르게 Just get together and then let me turn up
The camera guy that is in the Signal video too, right? He's in there. I know he is. I recognize it. This is the video. Like, this fills in so many gaps. This, like, because I've seen, GIFs and still frame images. You know what I mean? Like, just like, I recognize all of these visuals that are in here, even though this is the first time I've actually like watched the video and heard the song. Oh man, this is like it has that, it's very strong like girlfriend vibes, right? Like every one of these looks, right, the different, like, as it's going through this sequence of the different members, it's just like it's all the girlfriend versions. It's like girlfriend Mina, girlfriend Jonghyun, girlfriend Chaeyoung, girlfriend Momo, girlfriend Nayeon. It's like, oh my goodness. It's very, very, very good visuals, man. Very, very good visuals. Wow. And it's a very cool song. I really love the chorus part on this. The transition, between, I guess it's pre-chorus and chorus, because that chorus section has that very like drum and bass kind of feel to it. There's a nice contrast of styles in this. There's like a very dance type of rhythm that comes in. A little bit of hip hop, a little bit of like house. Very, very cool sound. It's another Black Eyed Pills song track with Sam Lewis writing also on the lyrics, so that's why it's so like, that familiar twice kind of a song. And but it's very cool that all of those sweepy boopy electronic kind of sounds that is in there. It's just really nice synth part. There was some really interesting synth parts in here. Oh, the bridge like breakdown section, that was very, very cool, man. But I love the chorus sound. The chorus sound is there's a very nice resolution that occurs whenever we transition into the chorus part, and the percussion too, and that drum and bass sound that just, it's so it has so much drive to it. It pulls you through that resolution, and it just feels good like the whole time. This is it. I didn't know what to expect. I have heard a little bit of that before, in some sort of, maybe like a Time to Twice or something, where it wasn't the whole song, it was just one little sample, one little line or whatever from maybe the chorus or something. But actually hearing the whole song and hearing it move through its different sections and everything, it just makes so much more sense now. And the overall structure of the song is it's very satisfying. It's just something about it. There's something about this, that's, of course, it's all, you're going to have hooks, right? You're going to have a very hooky chorus all the time. But that resolution and that drive from the bass and percussion parts, it's something very satisfying. Feels kind of cool, you know. Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. This is like, because I didn't know what to expect, and it's not what I would have expected at all. The different kinds of sounds in this, I was like, oh my goodness, where's this going? You know, like even in the beginning, from the start. So while it is one of those like, okay, I get it, cause you know, Black Eyed Peas song, Sam Lewis. Okay, I get it, right? But it's almost like they went deep into their groove on this one, and it paid off. Like, it really paid off. So all these different parts right here, they're outlining the chords. Like, you know, you can hear when it shifts from the initial loop, the da-dan, 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 da-dan. All these different parts, they sound a little bit like random, you know what I mean? But what's actually happening is they are outlining the chords here. That's why they stay in. You can still hear all of those different parts looping once the drums come in, right? Super punchy drum sound in this, like it's real punchy, dude. And the bass, once that bass is in there, you know, like it fills in all that space. You can hear how much space is in between those little sample sounds in the beginning. They are outlining the chords, but as soon as the percussion drops and the bass comes in, it fills up so much space. Like this is a really good example of that. How much presence just those two elements in the mix actually have, you know? What a change up, dude. What a change up. It's like all of a sudden it's some sort of dance rhythm, you know what I mean? The vocal parts right just before this change up here, they were very playful. Especially Sana, right, and Mina, when their parts came around, the rhythms were so playful and then we get this change up, and you can really hear it in that hat, right? That super fast rhythm, you know. It's not even, that's like 30-second notes or something. It's very, very quick, but it feels so dancey. It gives like this little swing to it, you know. It's a complete change in like dimensions of movement here. It's, you know, now all of a sudden it feels very swingy, very like swaying back and forth kind of. But those cool loops are still there. Short hair Jonghyun. Oh, dude. There's just, oh man, it's crazy, man. There's something about Jonghyun, dude. I got it bad for her lately. Like, I'm down bad. I don't know what it is. It's the bass. It's the bass. When we transition to the chorus part, it's the bass. It's definitely the bass. Like, there's out of that pre-chorus section, the bass is so like round, and it's what carries the entire progression, and that's where the resolution lies. And once that sound comes in, man, it just feels so good, dude. And then, you know, the drums, the percussion over it starts to give it that driving sort of rhythmic quality to it, right? And it's just this chorus part feels so awesome.
여기까지 들려 땀에 젖은 전화기가 여기서도 보여 바로바로 대답하는 것도 매력 없어 메시지만 읽고 확인 안 하는 건 기본
Dub Chang, dude. Dub Chang. In this section, there's a completely different mix going on too. Those loops that are outlining the chord sounds in the first verse are not present, not in this part anyways, over their rap parts here. Man, there's just something about dude, Dub Chang is so good. That's so good, man. It's just they're just too good, dude. They're just too good. But again, it's a contrast. Again, this now moving into this second verse, it has a completely different feel. It's still got that continuity. So the little breakup that occurs. It's just a couple of measures, right after the first chorus section, when we haven't gotten all the parts back in yet, and there's a couple of measures in there of space, and then when this part comes in, pretty strong with basically everything. We got drums, we got bass, and then you've got the rap vocal parts already going. So everything kind of comes all in at the same time. It has a very different feel to it. Like it's different from first verse. First verse was playful, colorful, kind of very poppy all over the place. Then that change up with it gets much more dance like. This has a little more I don't know, like I guess you could call it edge. It's got a little more like oomph behind it. It's just everything comes in together, and it's strong. It's not too strong though. There's nothing shrill or anything like that. It's actually everything's pretty close in terms of the tones and the timbres and everything. It has a very nice like tight kind of a mix here. This synth part almost sound like video game music, you know what I mean? It's that little theme that's going on there, the little arpeggio that's going on. Now that adds a totally different color to it. It's something much brighter, but it fits really well over these different parts that are going on in this second verse section. This is cool. this part right here, right? It's almost like it has like this Resident Evil Matrix kind of feel to it. But this is the best one, like out of context. Like I've seen so many pictures and gifs of stuff of this, and I'm just like, what is going on, dude? Like, why do they have guns? Why are they all strapped all of a sudden? But it's very, very cool, man. It's very cool. It's such a weird visual to have going on over like this section when it's very like dancey and everything. It's it feels like like a two-step or something, and then they're they're walking down this alley with guns drawn and stuff, and it's like, whoa. That bass, man, it's the bass, and all it's doing is just it's a whole notes. It's just you get the the entire bar, the bass note is just sustaining throughout, and all of your beats are coming in on the percussion. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It feels a little bit faster than the other sections. I don't know if it's just because it's really like leaning into that groove kind of, or if the tempo actually does pick up here a little bit. But it's very because all of a sudden it's just so succinct. Like every accent on the 8th note and before the 4 is really strong. Like it's really powerful. You get 1, 2, 3, and 4. That and 4 part is it has a lot of weight to it. Because the accent is still going to be over the 2 and the 4, but it's almost like it's bigger because of the and hit, right? The 3 and 4. It's just a much bigger accent since it comes in a whole half a beat sooner, as opposed to just being 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Like it's part of what creates that pulling sort of driving feel, and over what the bass is doing, which is so simple. It's so simple, dude. Like there's nothing complicated about it at all. It's just a wonderful resolution and such a nice like round cool bass sound, and the resolution feels so good. Like very, very cool, because you can definitely hear the way that the vocal part is mixed here. You've got 3 voices going, right? I'm assuming just because of the way it lines up with the video, Mina is very much like in the center, but there's another vocal that's harmonizing that's panned left, and there's another vocal harmonizing that's panned right, and it's probably Misamo, dude. Like if I had to guess, I'm just guessing based off of the different tones that because they sit very close together. They're all upper register. They're all very sweet. They're all very bright, and it's done very, very well, man. It just the way that spatially you've got one here, you've got one center, you've got one right, and because it's the bridge now and there's nothing else going on, it's a sweet spot, dude. It's like a sweet spot that's all vocal. It's very, very rich. Nice build up, and then this is so cool, dude. Oh, dude, that bass bump better than most. That's one of the best like breakdown bridge parts ever, dude. It's so good. That's so good. Just a complete change up, man. After that, sweet, very airy, melodic section, right, where we had all that high-end harmonization that was going on. The way that comes back with this real funky break, right? It, like, oh man, it again, another feel, another change up to it, another feel, and most of the elements in the mix are like still present as from before. The bass sounds a little bit different. It sounds a little bit more narrow than what appears in the chorus section. But that percussion, it's that same punchy, sort of like ratcheted up kind of percussion to it. That very drum and bass sound, right? But man, it's fun. Oh man, it's fun. Like the contrast between all the sections in this song are like really, really fun.
얘기할래 아무렇지 않게 내가 널 좋아하는 맘 모르게 Just get together and then maybe turn up
Why does she throw the phone? He doesn't know what to shoot. Who's in the camera? Is that JYP? Who's in the camera, man? It's in Signal. That dude's in Signal. That same camera-headed person. But that's super fun. This is a really fun song. Like, it really is. I'm wondering who's in the camera and why did Nayeon throw the phone down at the end there. That was like kind of aggressive. But this now like fills in, like I said, so many gaps because I've seen these visuals before. Obviously not in the video format, but you know, my Twitter is nothing but Twice. You know, it's nothing but Twice. It's hourly Momo, it's hourly Nayeon, it's hourly Jonghyun, hourly Geo, hourly Twice picks, Chaeyoung picks. Like that's all it is. That's all it is. So I've seen all of these things like countless times before. I have them saved on my phone. But if somebody randomly picked, I was thinking about this the other day too. If I can't even have a girlfriend or anything who's not a K-pop fan. You know what I mean? Because it's not gonna work. It's not. If she looks at my phone, it's gonna be like nothing but pictures of Twice. It's gonna be like, what? Who are they? Like, you know. So it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's gotta be. It has to be somebody who's a K-pop fan. You know, like stand your own group, man. You know what I mean? Just like I'm not gonna say anything about it. Just don't try to come in between me and Twice. But I have all these pictures. I have that Chaeyoung in the cowboy hat. You know what I mean? Like I have all these images already, but I never knew that they were from this specific music video. So that has filled in so many gaps. Like, but it's very, very fun. That's still it's the Momo sequence. That's still the most awesome one, dude. When they're all strapped and they're making like a Charlie's Angel style formation, moving down that alley and stuff. That's very fun. It's a fun song. It's super fun, dude. Everything about this. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be another classic Twice song. It's fun, dude. It's fun. This was a lot of fun. Oh man. So I'm gonna try to get through some more stuff. I'm still just so excited about the tour. Everything else is just like autopilot. I'm just like so locked into getting that ticket and getting to the concert. That's everything else is just like let it run on autopilot, dude. I don't care about anything else. But another solid Twice track. I love the contrasting styles in this one. I love the drum and bass type of sound that the percussion and bass sections are using here. Like I said, that chorus section, what a great resolution, man. It feels so good. It feels good. The moving it from verse to the pre-chorus sections, again, a very, very cool change up. Totally different feel between the first verse and the second verse. Moving into the dancey, very swingy type of pre-chorus sound that's going on, into that D&B type of chorus section. And one of the coolest like bridge breakdown sections probably ever. It's everything is so balanced. The color, the sort of tone colors are all so balanced. Very cool production, like I said, in that the first part of the bridge, when you get that harmonization, the way it's panned from left to right, because you can hear all the voices. You can hear over here, over here, and over here. It's very well done. Like, it's very well done, put together just right, man, just right. It is super fun. It's a super fun song, super fun video, everything. Oh man, it's also really it's also really cool. It's fun to see them then, like, you know, what, 2016-ish, right? And then now it's weird, isn't it? I'll go, like, if I look at anything from 16 or something, I was like, they were little babies, man. They were like, they were so young, you know. Like, look at them, they're tiny. They're little tiny little babies there, and now they're all grown up, aren't they? Like, it's just like, oh man. But it's very cool still. It's very cool. It's been fun. So Twice, Cheer Up, another classic, and we got some catching up to do. We got some work to do before the tour. Definitely.